Hey everybody! I'm here today to show you and tell you how to make a duct tape book cover. This will be a full tutorial, so let's get right into the video. As you can see right here, this is the beginning of the book cover that I'm making for this book right here. This is a relatively small book, so I wanted to use this one for the video because it would fit on screen nicely. Now, all that you need for this is duct tape, and it is a great way to protect the book cover that you actually have on the book itself. So basically what you're going to do is you're going to lay out strips of duct tape facing up with the adhesive side facing up, overlapping each other. Now, the length of those strips of duct tape should be at least the same length as the front cover, the spine, and the back cover of the book combined. So if I take the front cover, the spine, and the back cover of the book combined, okay, and then you add a little bit to fold onto the inside of each cover, that's going to be the length that you need at the minimum, because you can cut it after, so you can make it a little bit too long. So I've already started, and as you can see, I already overlapped 5 pieces of duct tape. That was enough to create the height, because the height is going to be, roughly the same height as the book. It can be a little bit taller because you can trim it, or it can just be a little bit too big. Totally fine. Then what you're going to do is take additional pieces of duct tape and place them face down on those sticky adhesive sides up, just like that. That is going to make it so that it's not sticky. So actually, I've already trimmed off some duct tape to put in place like that, okay? It doesn't have to be perfect, this is not going to be a perfect book cover. It just has to get done, okay? And I'm one piece short. I have to trim another piece over here. So what I'll do is I will just get a rough estimate of how long it needs to be, like that. I have my pair of scissors to get a nice clean cut like that. And we're going to take this duct tape and we're going to place it like this, okay? Just like that. Now what you're going to do is you're going to essentially measure out to see if it makes sense, how much you actually need to trim off. So essentially, I'm going to start, because you can see both sides, I want to cut it so that both sides are lining up. So what I'll do actually first before I measure is I'll cut off any excess here, okay? You can do it perfectly to begin with. I like to just do excess and then I cut it off at the end. Sorry, if you have an extra piece up there on one side, you want to fold it over, just as a side note, so it's not sticky, just like that, okay? And if this, I think, lined up basically perfectly, so there's no extra piece at the end. I can, fold it over a little bit, but we're good to go. Now I'm going to trim off the excess, as you can see right over here, just like that. Try and get a nice straight line. So we've trimmed off the excess on one side. We're going to trim off the excess on the other side, just like this. What you're going to be left with is a nice rectangular piece of duct tape that is not sticky because it's being stuck to itself, and it's going to be nice and durable, okay? And duct tape has lots of qualities that are great. It should still be long enough as far as I measured. So basically what we're going to do is we're just going to go and we're going to wrap it around the book like this, okay? And you can see it's a little bit too long. I only want probably about that much fold over. So here's the edge of the book, and I want that much. Maybe we'll do that much. So I only want about that much to fold over into the book like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm now going to trim off the excess. You can measure it. Like I said, I'm just measuring it with the book itself. But you can measure using a measuring tape or a ruler to make it absolutely perfect. This is just a very rough job, just to show you how it's done. So make sure it's not sticky. You can actually put another piece of duct tape along each edge if you want to. That's up to you. I'm not going to do that for the video, but it's up to you. If you want to do that, you by all means can. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold it roughly in half, okay? I'm going to wrap it around the book nice and tightly so that it wraps around the spine nice and tightly. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to tuck in one edge into the front cover like this, okay? I'm going to fold it nice and I'm going to really fold it nice and aggressively like that. I'm going to do the same thing with the back cover. So get your duct tape, make it nice and stretched around the book. Fold it into the back cover like that. So I'm folding it over into the back cover like that. And what you're going to do is you're going to put another book on this to let it sit for a while, because you want those folds to stick. Right now they're popping out of place, but if you leave some weight on the book overnight, the folds should stay in place, okay? You can leave a little bit more into the book if you want to, but you're going to leave something heavy on that. And like I said, you can also fold this over. Like if I was doing this for real, this is just a video tutorial. I'm not going to use this, to be honest with you. I just wanted to show you how it's done. But if I was going to do this for real, what you could do to make it really look good is you can actually trim off the top to make it fit perfectly around the book. And you could actually create a a seal over the cover like that. So you could create a seal over there using some additional tape. Yeah, you know, that's just one idea to keep it in place. But like I said, essentially, what you're going to do is you're going to fold it in place, and at the bare minimum, put some weight on it. And when you leave some weight on it overnight, that duct tape fold should just end up being nice and secure and should stay in place. And you have yourself a duct tape book cover. But like I said, this is just a basic tutorial. You can take this and make it way more advanced. You can make a complete book slip, so you can make like an actual pocket for your book to go into. That works as well. You know, you would just have to tape. It would have to be one complete circle, and you'd have to, like, one complete loop, and you'd have to tape the bottom together, and then you could slide your book in there. But that's the gist of it. You can already see it's starting to hold together already, and I barely put any weight on it just for a little bit of time. So that's it. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think down below as a comment. And of course, be sure to subscribe for more great videos just like this one. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.